it back, and Regan breaks it up. Regan with Duff, took the pass, going in with Eamon. Duff passed it right in front of the net, and it was stopped by Talbot. Talbot to Henri, Richard, and Moore. It's Henri going down, goes right in, and Bauer made the save, and it nearly rolled into the net, and Stanley whacked it away. It goes to the opposite side. That was a close call. It's a chance for Provo. Provo's shot is knocked down, and Horton gets it. Horton picking his way out with Harris, Eamon, and Mahavlich. Horton was checked. It's back for Moore, going in offside. And the face-off will be outside the line. We've reached the 4:24 mark of the third period. Montreal 4. Toronto Maple Leafs, no score. Montreal Canadiens led 2-0 in the first period, added a goal in the second period, 3-0, and have added one in this fourth. Beliveau from Geoffrion and Bonan at 1:21 of the third period. From the face-off, it's the Canadiens over the line. Harris takes over for the Leafs. Going up to center, gets over the line, passed it back for Mahavlich, and he failed to get it. Harris is knocked down. Brewer to Mahavlich. Mahavlich turning at center. A pass to Harris and Eamon that roll over the line. Provo shoots it out. Brewer covers up. Back to Harris. Harris turns again. Gets it over the line to Eamon. Eamon a pass to Mahavlich. His shot hit Quan. Puck is brought back by Goyette to center, over the line, into Leaf territory to Marshall, a shot. Bauer knocked it out to the side. It goes into the corner. Eamon, number 17 to Mahavlich, 27. Mahavlich going out. A pass to Eamon. Eamon's shot, deflected out to the side. Harris is knocked down. Puck is cleared to an open wing. Bond passes to Mahavlich. It's deflected into the corner. Harvey rolls it to Goyette. Goyette out to Provo on the right wing. He passes it back to Goyette. They're going in together. Provo shoots. Oh, that just failed to find the corner. Another shot, and Bauer made the save. Provo, another shot. And it's James. Now the right wing with Wilson. Over the line. James goes to the corner. Pass it right in front. Edmondson just failed to get his shot. Back to Brewer. A pass right in front to James. James tried to pass it back. Covers Langlois. Marshall is dumped by Edmondson, who passes to Wilson. It's kicked out over the line. And it's Bond back for it. Bond to Brewer. Brewer, Wilson, and Edmondson over the line. Geoffrion covers up. Geoffrion gets away from Edmondson with Beliveau and Bonan over the line. Beliveau takes the drop pass. It's knocked down by Brewer. Brewer shot it behind the net, and it's Bond, number 21. A pass to Edmondson. Edmondson back to Bond to Edmondson at center ice. Edmondson failed to go all the way. Bond tried to help him out, and Bonan takes over. A long pass for Beliveau. Bauer shooting it off to the side, and there was a delayed whistle as Beliveau was offside. We played 6 minutes and 51 seconds of the third period, 4-0 in favor of Montreal. Beliveau and Brewer nearly clashed there, but they thought better of it as they pulled away from the corner. Crowd seemed to like the line of James, Wilson, and Edmondson. That's really the clothesline. Beaufort with Olmsted and Stewart. Horton and Stanley, and from the face-off back to Stanley, over to Horton. Horton tried to get loose, failed. The pass to Stewart. Stewart to Beaufort, stopped by Bonan. Horton gets up with a pass to Olmsted, hit him on the back. And it's Beaufort back for it. Beaufort being watched. Passes over to Stewart. Ahead to Olmsted. Stewart takes a weak shot, and it's Johnson clearing it out. Stanley Flicks the puck right back into the Montreal zone. Johnson. A pass stopped by Stewart. He took his shot. Plant flicking it back. Johnson cleared it, but not out. Stanley. A roll pass to Olmstead. Olmstead right in front of Stewart. He shoots. He's got wide. Olmstead gets his drive. Clear all around the front of the net. Olmstead another shot. That was wide. Canadiens clear it out. Geoffrion going down alone. One man back. Geoffrion waits. Passes it back to Talbot, and he shot it wide. Stanley tried to relay a pass from Horton. Fulford lets his shot go, and that's caught by Plant. 11 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the third period as Maurice Richard goes over the line. He was knocked down. And Eamon gets it to Brewer. Ran into Maurice Richard, knocked him down again. Kelly over the line with a pass to Mahavlich, and his shot hit Eamon. Moore, a pass for Maurice Richard. One man back. Maurice Richard takes his shot. Power caught it, and it's Kelly. A pass to Mahavlich. Mahavlich was stopped by Moore. It's Moore over the line. A pass for Maurice Richard, and Mahavlich gets it. Mahavlich going over the Montreal line, getting set. Takes his shot, and that hit Eamon again. Back comes Henri Richard over the line with Moore. Maurice Richard is going off the ice, and Brewer gets it. Brewer coming up to center ice. A long pass for Armstrong with Kelly. Armstrong waits. Chops the puck into the corner. Harvey shot it to the other corner. And Provo, a cleared pass to Henri Richard, who knocked it out to center ice. Bond number 21 ahead to Kelly. Kelly knocked it over the line. Harvey takes over. His pass out to Henri Richard to Provo, who scoops the puck back into the Leaf zone. Montreal lead 4-0 with 10 minutes and 25 seconds remaining. It's Kelly up at center ice, up to the Canadian line and over. A pass for Mahavlich. Failed to reach him. Harvey is jammed in on the board. Marshall rolls it out to center. Bond ran into Goyette, but Marshall carries on as Bond broke his stick. Marshall took a shot, and Mahavlich shot it off to the side. It's Armstrong of the Leafs. Behind the net, coming out on the wing, too well covered by Goyette. Armstrong and Stanley trying to get the puck out. Bond in the corner, coming out slowly. Shoots it out to center ice. Provo clears it right back. Regan is now on the ice with Duff and Armstrong. It's Stanley. A pass to Duff. Duff to Armstrong. Tried to relay it back. Too well covered, and Goyette to Provo. Provo comes down over the Leaf line. Back to Goyette. A shot was wide. And it's Regan. Now coming up. Gets away from Bonath, then a pass over to Duff on the left wing. He shoots the puck into the Montreal zone. Talbot jammed in on the board by, there's a shot from the point by Stanley. Horton couldn't get it, and Beliveau and Bonath go down. One man back. It's Beliveau going right in on goal. He shoots, and a great save by Bauer. Regan comes back. Three of them up. Over the line. Regan closes in, and it was offside. Bauer isn't getting much protection in this last period. Of course, the Leafs have to take all the chances in an effort to even get close. And so far, their efforts have been in vain. From the face-off, Barnes shoots the puck into the Montreal zone. It's Edmondson with Wilson and James. Johnson now leads the rush for Canadiens. Gets it ahead to Beliveau. Over the line. A pass back, a relay to Beliveau. Beliveau into the corner. Pass it back to Geoffrion. Geoffrion is checked by Wilson, and Edmondson gets it to James. They're over the line. James to Wilson. He shoots. And a nice save by Plant. Puck goes to James. James gets it back to Bond. Bond takes a shot. Power play for James. And
Leafs must be wondering what they have to do to get that puck in the net. They had it whizzing all around Plante there, but Plante wouldn't give. And then the puck ended up in a wild scramble in the far corner there with James showing some of his Grey Cup ability there in the corner. There's nearly a mix-up there as James went by the Canadian player Talbot, and they mixed it up a bit.
Ready for the face-off in the Montreal zone. Canadians get the draw, roll it out to center. Wilson back to Bond. Bond was checked. Henri Richard back to Harvey. Harvey to Maurice Richard. Too far. Brewer gets back for it. To Edmondson. Edmondson gets out to center ice with Wilson and James. They're over the line. Edmondson cuts into the corner, passes back to Wilson. Wilson couldn't get his shot. Henri Richard was knocked down. Moore gets away from James. His pass stopped by James. James takes the puck away from Henri Richard. A pass to Wilson. Wilson gets over the line, shot the puck into the Canadian zone, and Langlois covers up. James is taken off. Maurice Richard to Henri Richard, who was jammed in on the board. Puck back for Moore. Moore and Maurice Richard offside. We have 6 minutes and 52 seconds remaining in regulation time. Maurice Richard, number 9, just skating off the ice. Face-off will be outside the Maple Leaf blue line. Fulford with Stewart and Olmsted. Horton and Stanley. Goyette, Provo, Marshall, Johnson, and Talbot. From the face-off, the puck goes loose. Olmsted and Fulford fail to get away. Canadians clear the puck off the glass. It's relayed by Provo into the Leaf zone. Number 7, Horton. Horton getting away from Goyette. And Marshall is passed to Stewart, stopped by Goyette. Horton carries on. Horton goes up the ice to center, up over the line, takes his shot. Ron stopped it. Johnson covers up. Horton mixes it up with him, passed it out in front, and Talbot comes back for the Canadians with Provo on his right. They're over the line, back to Marshall. Marshall shoots wide, and Olmsted gets the rebound. A pass out for Stewart, failed to click. Olmsted fights for possession, steals it away at center, passes back to Horton. Horton takes a long shot wide, flying out of his net, tipping it off to the side. Olmsted to Fulford. Fulford and Johnson mix it up together. They go against the boards, and play is called for a face-off in the Montreal zone. 5 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in regulation time. Montreal leading 4-0.
There's some hard checking going on out there, and there have been a number of close calls as far as trips are concerned, but referee Eddie Powers is more or less lenient to both teams as they fight it out here right to the end.
Puck is cleared out over the blue line. Vaughn tipped it back in. Canadians knock it out. Vaughn shot it back. Canadians roll it back out to center ice, and it goes down to Brewer. Brewer trying to wind up. Trying to get away, failed. Now then Mahavlich is back for it. Back to Bond. Bond ahead to Eamon, to Kelly, back to Eamon, a shot. Quan stopped it. It's cleared around on the boards. Kelly checked the Montreal player, but it gets it ahead to Goyette, over to Marshall, and he's content in shooting it into the Maple Leaf zone. Bonac comes out with Beliveau and Geoffrion. Mahavlich at center ice. Goes over the Montreal line, cutting into the corner, passed it right in front of the net. It comes back to Vaughn. Vaughn takes his shot wide. Canadiens with Jeffrey on. Coming up to center, a pass over to Bona on the left wing with Beliveau and Jeffrey on, and Kelly breaks it up. Kelly with Eamon and Mahovlich. They go down together over the line. Kelly back to Mahovlich. He shoots, and that was grabbed by Plante. It's cleared out to Bona. Bona gets away from a check. A pass to Beliveau, going in alone. Beliveau back to Jeffrey-On. He's right in. Beliveau shot one on the relay from Jeffrey-On, and he just missed the net. Beautiful play by Jeffrey-On and Beliveau.
There's another of those pattern plays. Almost perfect timing that time. Just failed to catch the corner as Bauer sprawled to save on that open side. This game shows more than ever that the Montreal Canadiens as a team are just about the best we've seen in years.
It's Armstrong on the right wing, clearing the puck down the ice. And it's Harvey going back for it. Harvey watched by Dubb. Harvey a pass over on the left wing to Beliveau again. Beliveau comes up over the leaf line with Jeffrey-On. A pass to Jeffrey-On. He tried to go in, bounced it off the boards. And the Leafs get a three-man break. Stanley comes up with Armstrong and Regan back to Duff. Duff takes his shot. Knocked down at the defense. And Jeffrey-On goes back number 5 to center. Up to the Leaf line. Changes his mind. A pass to Bonin, who was stopped at the defense. Stanley off the boards to Duff to Regan. Regan gets over the line. Regan closes in, goes into the corner, goes behind the net, tips it into the corner the other side. Trying to get it back, and the Canadiens fail to get out. Horton poking it to Duff. Duff waits, trying to get a shot. Past Armstrong. Armstrong shot. Takes another drive, and it's grabbed off by Plante. As Armstrong was standing with Plante lying down, and he couldn't flick it.
Plante certainly having a busy time, just as Bauer, of course, is on breakaway. But Plante is just fighting like a demon for this shutout. He had 2 against the Chicago Blackhawks. And this will be his first one if he can hang on here for 3 minutes and 15 seconds.
Vaughn took a shot. That was wide. Wilson took his shot. Plante stopped that. Johnson shot the puck down the ice. It's going over the red line. Vaughn touches it, and the Canadiens are called for icing.
One thing, even though the Leafs are trailing by 4 goals, they've never given up. They've just pressed and pressed and pressed, but they just can't break through. Plante is also getting tremendous protection by the defense.
It's Johnson clearing the puck off the boards to Henri Richard, who goes up with Moore. Tried to go through. Henri Richard is knocked down. Brewer, a pass to James over the line. James passed in front to Edmondson, and he's shot wide. It's rolled out and down the ice. Vaughn gets back. Number 21 skates to behind the Leaf net. Head to James. To Wilson. Over the line. Tried to go through. Henri Richard comes back. James missed Henri Richard. Maurice Richard goes over the line, and it's offside. 2 minutes and 14 seconds remaining in regulation time. Montreal Canadiens leading 4-0. From they face off, Brewer passed it out over the line. Marshall lost it to Edmondson. Edmondson to James. James over the line. Waits. Passed it back to Bond. Bond takes his shot. Edmondson tried to get the rebound. It's chopped high. And Marshall takes over. Marshall ahead to Hickey. Hickey was stopped momentarily. Carries on. Hickey took his shot. And that is wide. Then James, being watched by Backstrom, was out for the first time in the game. Puck goes out over the blue line to center. Marshall with 1 minute and 31 seconds. Back to Johnson, back to Backstrom. Backstrom handed it to Edmondson, and Edmondson turns. Pass back to Brewer. Brewer is dumped by Backstrom. Vaughn, a pass. Backstrom breaks it up. Ran into Vaughn. Brewer goes back. Passes it to Wilson. It's Marshall checked by Brewer and Stewart on the right wing. Coming up with Wilson. He took the pass. Wilson tried to go in. It rolls in front. It's cleared back, and Hickey turned around by Brewer. Marshall is checked. Brewer takes over. Brewer, a pass for Stewart. There's 41 seconds remaining in the regulation time, and the Canadiens are leading 4-0. Horton, a pass to Olmsted. Shot the puck into the Montreal zone. It's cleared around on the boards. Horton took his shot and hit Olmsted. And he was standing right in front of the net, so Olmsted blocked that shot with 26 seconds remaining in regulation time. Canadiens are 26 seconds away from the Stanley Cup.
That shot nearly caught Olmsted on the head. He was standing right in front of the Canadian goal, and the drive came from the side, and he actually blocked the shot in front of Plante by accident. Fortunately, he wasn't hit on the head.
On the face-off, the Canadiens bring the puck out. Stopped by Horton, who left it there. Olmsted shot the puck back into the Canadian zone with 16 seconds. 4-0 Montreal. Canadiens with Harvey bumped. Puck comes back to Horton. Horton took his shot. It goes to the opposite wing. Olmsted trying to center it. He sits down. There's 3 seconds left, and they hold it with 2 seconds remaining. 4-0. Canadiens are all up at the bench.
Plante played a sensational game, but every one of his teammates was a star. The Leafs fought it out right to the end. They were overmatched in this game and possibly in the series. They gave it their best shot, but it wasn't good enough. Montreal Canadiens are the real world champions again. Line up and shake hands after a grueling series. The Canadiens have also equaled the record of the Detroit Red Wings in the season 51-52 when Detroit took the Stanley Cup in 8 straight games. Now the Montreal Canadiens have duplicated that. The Stanley Cup is at center ice. President Clarence Campbell of the National Hockey League is going to the center of the ice there to present the Stanley Cup.
It is. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my privilege and responsibility to present to the winning team, Montreal Canadiens, the Stanley Cup, emblematic of the World's Championship. This is the 12th time in which Canadiens have won this trophy, the 5th time in succession. And I call upon their captain, Maurice Richard, to accept the trophy. Okay, Maurice.
Thank you very much, Mr. Campbell. Ladies and gentlemen, it's always nice to win the cup outside of Montreal, and the best place to win it is right here in Toronto, because the people are really nice. They give us a nice hand anytime we score, and they really give us a good hand all the way during the series. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.